All right, gang, Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro.
Yay!
With an emergency report on the action surrounding the Kozik Labbits collection. We're going to jump into this tonight and see what's going on since the release of the information about the new series that is coming out of the Labbit. So let's just jump right into the collection and see what's going on, beginning with the Smorkin Labbit Choice Cuts. Before this pump in price, we saw the Smorkin Labbit Choice Cuts at a low point of around 23 gems or less. Now, I have a few of these items. I will also be talking about what I'm going to do since we have this price surge that is going on. But first, let's jump in and check the price of this first unit. It is at $69.99. 70 gems is the floor. There are 3 or 4 listed at that price, moving up to 71 and on. Now, let's just jump in and see what I have. I've got 3 of these right now, and my average price is at around 33 gems. I will be selling one on the market. Let's move right along to the common, the other common, which is the Happy Stash Labbit, which was at a low point of somewhere around 20 gems, plus or minus 2. I don't remember what that bottom was, but let's jump in and see what the current price is. It is at 50 gems. Wow. Amazing. Another one that has doubled, more than doubled in value since the release of the news about the new collection coming out. Let's jump in and see how many of these I have. I've got 3. One of those will be sold on the market. Moving right along to the Smorkin Labbit Red, the uncommon, which was at a low point of around, I believe, 48 gems, plus or minus. I don't really remember. And my first one that I had purchased was somewhere around 80 gems, and then I picked up a couple more, if I can remember right. We'll check and see what I have. And the price range was in the 50 to 60 gem area. Now, current price is at a whopping 120 gems. We have 2 at that price, then 123, 124, moving up to 125 and on. That is just purely amazing. That's more than a double in price since the low point. Let's jump in and see how many of these that I do have, and it is 3. I will be selling 1 to 2 of this item. And let's jump on up to the Backstab Smorkin Labbit, which is the ultra rare that I do believe was in the 400 to low 500 range. And now it is fetching a price of 1,000 gems. So there are 1, 2, 3 at roughly 1,000. Then we're at 1,100, 1,200. And moving on from that point, a lot listed at 1,200. And then we bump up to 1,300 gems. This is ridiculous, people. Totally ridiculous. All right. Jumping down to the Visible Labbit, the rare. We've got 2 rares. And the Visible Labbit was, in fact, under 100 gems. I do remember seeing a price of 98. Let's check that current price. And we are in at 187 gems, just a little bit less than a double. So we have one at 187, 188, 188, 189, and then moving close to 200 and going right over. After that point, there are several listed at 200 gems. Very nice price movement. Last but not least, well, let's jump in and see how many of these that I do have. I believe I have 1. And there it is right there. I have not decided what I will do with the Visible. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And then we have the Visible Labbit with the neon. And I believe the bottom price on it was 120 gems, maybe 110. Now we are at 250. That's more than a double. Absolutely amazing. There are 3 listed at 250 right now. And then we have 259, 269, 279, on and on. I do not have one of these. I was right about at the point where I was going to pick up one, and I decided against that. So my move is going to be to get rid of 1 each of the commons, possibly 1 to 2 of the uncommon, and then move around and possibly invest into the Ecto 1. I've got the rare and I have the common. I do not have the ultra rare. And I do think that it is important that I pick up one and complete that set, because I do believe that all of the drivable and animated items are going to be a big hit when the VeVeVerse comes out. That's what I am thinking. If you think the same, let me know in the comments. I'm also loading up on the hoverboards because I have some ideas of what I'd like to do with the hoverboards when the VeVeVerse is open. So that's all we've got for right now. Stay tuned for more information and updates on individual items and the overall market report that I'll be putting together, showing some graphs of the price action on these units that we just talked about. It's very important to look at these represented in graphical form so we can detect when a trend is happening. That's all I've got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.